Hello. See what we did there?
Yeah, a little bit different, huh, baby?
Yes,
yeah.
This is our 2021 Q&A. Thanks for everyone for submitting their questions on our community post.
We got pages and pages.
We do. So we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, Dodgers, Trevor Bauer. It's a great contract that he got. We're going to be awesome this year.
Most of the people don't know.
Sorry, okay. So let's start. Thank you again for everyone's questions. We're going to try to get through the most of them, huh, baby?
Yes. Fire away.
Yep. Kelly G and Anna Drino asked, how is it different working from Disney to Costco for me? And would I go back when Disney calls me back? Yes, I would go back when Disney calls me back. I have so many years invested with Disney, and I'm nearing that age where in a couple years I can actually retire from Disney when they do call me back. So I am going to call back. Just like any job, Costco is a completely different job than Disney, but me, since I am so Disney in my brain and I've been there for so many years, you spread magic everywhere you go. And so that's what my mentality is when I go Costco. If you come visit me, the magic is spreading. Definitely. Okay, that's a good one. From Janelle McLean. Is everything you guys try really good? I feel like you guys are afraid to say you don't like something because of internet people can get upset.
Right. Now, we understand that question. We do I'd say over 90% research on all the places we go eat. Now, some places are spur of the moment, but when we do our research, like on Yelp, we see what food is recommended or what everyone's reviewing or giving big raves about. And that's the ones that we usually try. So it usually ends up to be a good meal or a decent meal.
Yeah, it does. There is nothing that... we are very honest in our reviews. If we didn't like something, we would tell you, because then that's when when we first started YouTube, when we were doing our research for starting this, it's because I wanted something. I wanted to maybe get a price on what someone ate, or I wanted to see what they really liked. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, if we do anything on YouTube, this is what we're going to do. I want to give the price. I want to give an honest review, an opinion of what I like and stuff like that. So, but we do a lot of research on our
Now,
food.
also keep in mind that we don't like to bash any businesses or chefs. We know that what things we may not care for, other people may like.
And so
all that's considered.
And that's why we always say, you guys go try it out.
Exactly. Okay.
Mallory, she had tons of questions. Mallory M. Also, Helen Louie wanted to know this question as well. How did we reconnect? I think she remembered on our other Q&A of how we met and everything. So we're going to start with that. We were childhood neighbors many moons ago, over 40 years ago. And he used to live in the neighborhood, and then he moved away. And I stayed in the neighborhood. And then we just pretty much grew up. We had our careers. He would come visit because his grandparents lived up the block, and so he would come visit his grandparents every now and then, and I would see him, and we would just talk and stuff like that, but nothing really. And so we just kind of grew up, and I had my family, he had his family. What else, baby?
Yeah, and then we just reconnected
through Facebook.
Right. She sent me a PM saying, "Hey, are you so and so?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, and not thinking of that type of reconnecting, just reconnecting with friends, because I look all of my old friends up on Facebook.
She was stalking me.
I wasn't really.
She was.
Yeah, no, not this.
Anyway, next,
not this
baby.
weird guy. So, anyways, that's how we reconnected.
Yes.
Also, Marilyn Coslow also asked that question as well. Becky Arroyo. Bill seems to do a lot of training. Is he a teacher? He is not a teacher.
Yeah, I'm not a teacher. I recently got promoted within Delta. I work in the quality control department now. So I need a lot of training on all different types of aircraft stuff. So that's why I go to Atlanta, Minneapolis, and Birmingham. So that's the reason why we travel to those locations.
Yeah, so he's pretty much having to learn the planes that he works on all over again in a different aspect.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. and he has still a lot more training coming up.
I do.
So that's why we go back to Atlanta, because that's the hub, and some other places as well.
Exactly.
Winnie Pooh Bear. have you ever walked out of a place due to bad service, or food that was just terrible?
No, we have never walked out. We have experienced some unusually long wait times sometime, but nothing that warranted us to walk out.
And even right now, I mean, that was in the past. For the past year, we've been eating. Because of everything that's going on right now, there is really no wait time. You do reservations, and
Yeah, it's a little bit different now.
traveling this past year is much different than what everyone remembers in the previous years. And so traveling, to me, there is no wait. You know, there's nothing that everybody is used to. There is like, for example, Vegas, there was never a crowd. You know, not what, again, everybody is used to. So that's how I see traveling this past year. JNR Food and Travels.
Yes.
What's your favorite beers? Local ones and nationally.
Now, we do have some daily drivers, which means that it's a
Anytime.
beer that you could drink every day. That's usually Modelo or Dos Equis.
Easy
lagers.
drinking.
Yeah.
Easy drinking beers.
Easy drinking.
We love the local beers as well. We usually look where beers, to me, they really affect me. And so, especially because you guys know the way I drink. So I always try to find something light. So I'm always looking for a good half. Pale ales are a little bit more heavy. If I'm only going to have one beer, I go for the IPAs
Or
and
a
the
stout,
stouts
yeah.
or Imperial or the red ales, anything like that.
Yeah. Basically, we like all beers.
Yeah. Alfie and Charlie, they're asking, and I know a lot of you guys are asking, what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Well, we do have something up our sleeve, so just stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, nothing big, but, you know.
Yeah. Nothing big. But it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Haslin Rose, are you considering flying international when everything opens back up, like Asia?
Yes.
Definitely. We
Yes.
can't wait.
Right.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
We wanted to go back to Tokyo probably later this year when everything opens back up, because the Olympics are happening there. We know how busy it gets. During the summer, Tokyo gets a lot of humidity, and
Right.
I'm not a fan of humidity.
Yeah,
And so
we really are just waiting for all the travel restrictions to be lifted, because we just want to go through all the different hoops right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Same with Hawaii. We're hoping that travel is just, we really want to go back to Hawaii. And
Yes.
you really have to take a COVID test, which isn't really that bad. But we want to kind of to be lifted, because we've noticed when we travel like to Atlanta and to Minnesota and everything like that, a lot of places that was on our plan to try, they were closed. You know, we want to go when places open back up. And so that's why we're kind of waiting a little bit longer to travel internationally. So it's a little bit more freedom when we travel.
Yes, very much.
Salvador Navarro. Hope you guys are doing well. When do you guys plan to go back to Hawaii again? Oh, mentioning that.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yes.
Hopefully soon. Vegas King. Do you like living in LA, or is there anywhere you guys would want to move in the future?
We were born and raised in Los Angeles, so this is home for us. So we like it.
Our family is here. The
Yeah.
weather is great.
Exactly.
And for us traveling, LAX is the most convenient right now for traveling. Maybe if we slow down our traveling, maybe. But right now, everything is here. Everything is just so convenient around.
Right. If you're talking about after retirement, who knows, right?
Right,
I
right.
think we're going to address that in another question.
Yeah, we do. Mallory M again. Favorite dim sum sushi K barbecue spot. We have not really. We like a lot of local sushi places. Our dim sum, we kind of go here and there. I would say my favorite dim sum is probably not in California. Where did it have really good dim sum, baby?
You like the San
in
Francisco
Hawaii,
one.
the San Francisco and California. The
Right.
Hawaii ones had really good dim sum as well.
As far as locally, we don't have a favorite, but we have ones that we go to. And for Japanese barbecue, we like Yukaku a lot.
Yeah, we do. Steve L., where is the best pizza you've ever had in the U.S.?
Of course, we like all different kinds of pizza.
We
In
do.
fact, you guys probably just saw the deep dish,
Yeah.
Chicago ones. But my favorite is New York style pizzas.
Yeah, Jafar's. It's the freshly made pizzas.
Yeah.
You feel the love, you feel the culture, you feel the heritage just in those pizzas.
Lots of history.
Lots of history. Bleeckers, John's on Bleecker Street. You can
Right.
just feel It's in those brick ovens. You could just feel all of the history in there. We love pizza just like that. Josh Al, you guys look at the cost of trips in a whole or individual prices. If we have any travel deals or reward programs, we use Hotel Tonight. Let me show you the app. And we use Hotel Tonight because we really travel by flights, and so we really don't know where we're going until we see a flight that's open.
Yeah, it's very common that just like she said, it all depends what flight availability is for us because we're flying standby. So we usually don't book our hotel and sometimes cars until we're actually on the airplane. As we're taxiing out, that's when we're frantically trying to look for a hotel and booking one.
And this is what Hotel Tonight looks like. That's when you open the app. Actually, that's what the app looks like right there. That's Hotel Tonight. I do booking.com for international. It seems like they're pretty much a straight up price for any international. For car rental rates, I believe someone asked another question about car rentals. We usually do Travelocity.
Right. Whichever is the cheapest.
Usually I've seen Dollar to be the cheapest out of all of them when I usually search around. And I've never had a problem with Dollar as well. Blade Runner and Jep, could you only eat, they asked this question, could you only eat one ethnic cuisine for the rest of your life? What it would be?
For me, Japanese food.
Mine, Chinese. It's what we're comfortable with.
It's what we grew up with.
It's the flavors that we know.
Yeah.
It won't give us any stomach problems. Things like that.
Hopefully not.
Because we're so used to it. We know the flavors and things like that. Julie Remillard. I know your kids are older, but do they get jealous when you don't travel with them? Sometimes, depending upon where we go, but we offer for them. We offer all the time.
Yeah, if they want to come with us, but usually they have their own schedule. They're kind of busy all the time.
So they have their own lives, and so they usually turn us down. Every now and then, they'll hop on a trip here and there, but they usually actually turn us down.
Yeah. And one rare case when everybody had their day open was our Seattle trip.
Yeah. Yep. And then we also took the boys 2 years ago to Hawaii.
That's
right.
Because they've been to New York with us. Once.
Yeah. But I mean, Aaron had a full-time job.
Yes.
Nico's going to school and part-time when everything was open. And Christopher has a full-time job, and so they're pretty busy usually. From Mallory. Are we planning to go to Hong Kong?
There's a Hong Kong Disney, so any place that has a Disney that we haven't been to already, that's on our radar.
It is. And if you could live in another country, what would it be?
For us, I think we would be somewhere in Asia. I can't tell you what country, but
if we were going to live in another country, we really like California, so I probably won't. But if we had to choose and we had to live in another country, probably Asia. And then she also asked, what's our key to a happy marriage?
Well, her knowing that I'm always right always helps.
Anyways, we really are very open with each other. We communicate well. Even if I have a headache, I'll tell him I have a headache. Or even if I'm not feeling well, I'll tell him. I won't brush it off like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I tell him everything.
The bottom line is open communication. If something's bothering you, say it right away.
Yeah, we
don't keep it in.
We don't argue either. That sounds weird, and for a lot of people. But we're not picky. We don't argue. What else, baby?
Yeah, that's pretty much
picky. We don't argue.
Communication is always key.
We're not moody.
No.
We don't really argue about anything.
Much.
Yeah. Kobe Chrome had asked, on our deathbed, what would you choose to be your final appetizer, entree, dessert, and drink?
Okay, now for me, New York pizza. Let's just say DeFaro pizza and a beer, and that would qualify for my main, dessert, and beverage, right there.
For me, anything in NOLA. If I'm gonna die, I go big. I want all that butter. I want that barbecue shrimp aside with those raw oysters. I need my purple drink. I am missing it so much, and my king cake. It's totally all NOLA for me. So that sounds good to me, baby. Yep. Ellie Co. Are we planning to go to Palm Springs and do a review there?
We've always thought about it. It's about a 2-hour drive from where we are in Los Angeles. We just haven't made it there, but we are planning one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay Alex, he had asked, have y'all witnessed the demands of being YouTube famous, the pressure of having to continue? I don't know, we're not really YouTube famous,
No.
but thank you. To doing content on a regular basis. I think people don't think about when they're wanting subscribers, they forget they have people tuning in on our weekly TV shows. It's not easy.
Yeah, we could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
But for us, it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's very much a hobby for us. And we love sharing our travel and food experiences with everyone.
And we don't treat it like a job.
No,
basically.
no, you don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, we really have a good time. Is it a struggle to find content? Sometimes every now and then, because we don't hold, we do it every week and we don't hold content. Like in some of the big YouTube guys, you'll find out that they're still posting videos before any of the pandemic hit. And so for us, we post them right away. When you see this video today, which is Saturday, he'll post it today or tomorrow.
That's right.
I mean, we don't hold on to videos. We are so passionate about what we do, meaning travel and food and sharing with everybody what we experience, that we want you to experience like right now along with us.
Yeah, we're keeping things current.
Yeah, we always keep things current. Okay. Xavier Quintero. Also, Marzen Worldwide, Susan Gastelum, Elaine Cooks, Chris Eads, and EW asked all of the same question, or around the same question. What's your place to visit that you've never been to?
Wow, I forgot what that town in Greece
Santorini.
is. Santorini. I've
Greece.
seen so many pictures. That's my dream place to visit.
It's the blue waters and the white buildings.
Right.
That's Santorini. I'm so ready to try the food and the culture and just take in the sights of Greece. We also want to see the pyramids.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a close second place. I want to see the pyramids of Egypt. I want to cruise down the Nile River.
All that history there.
Yeah.
I just want to touch a grain of sand, because that grain of sand is part of history. It's great. I just can't wait. And to ride on a camel.
That's right.
And to ride on a camel and try all the delicious food there.
Yes.
Teresa Michelle Salido. She is from Beaumont. Did you ever get nervous while traveling during a pandemic? No.
No,
really.
we just like we've always talked about. We always take our safety precautions.
We do,
with us.
we do what is recommended. We wash our hands, we wear our mask, and everything like that. And again,
everybody does the same thing for months now. Everyone should know.
Yeah, and right now, I even was mentioning before, traveling is not the same. You remember crowded, full flights. The full flights are now pretty much half full, but because that is considered now a full flight, and so we have no issues traveling right now. Our favorite place to stay in Vegas is the Cosmo. I mean, it's right there, central located in the middle of the Strip.
Now, of course, we did have that big baller room, and we just loved it. That's why it's our favorite hotel.
Mm-hmm. And it was just very kickback. That room made it feel like you don't have to go out and walk the Strip every night. You just can sit back on the patio and
have
just
a great view
and just watch. You can pretty much relax in that room, which was really nice. Oh, and also Felicia DeJong asked that question as well. And if you had to choose between Tacos El Gordo and King Taco, what would it be?
Tacos El Gordo all the way.
El Gordo.
Now, we did have King Taco before.
We did.
Yeah, which was good.
Right.
But we just love the way that the tacos built at Tacos El Gordo with the guacamole sauce. And I don't know. To me, that's our favorite.
You can see the love and the passion. You can feel and you can taste that love and that passion that's put into that taco.
And, we've been to the Tacos El Gordo in Tijuana, Mexico, and it is legit.
Yeah,
so it's good stuff.
It is. Where are you planning to travel outside of the U.S. once the restrictions are lifted?
That kind of goes hand in hand with the other question, which is Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go to?
Mm-hmm. Other than the Greece and Egypt, we want to go to Seoul. South Korea, we want to go to Mexico City because I know we've been trying tacos there. There's a lot of places that we do still want to go.
And all those places we were supposed to go in 2020.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Shanetta Elliott, what's some of the places you're looking forward to once everything opens back up? NOLA. For me, New Orleans, you have my heart. We will get there.
Hawaii for me. I mean, if you see all of our past videos, we go to Hawaii at least 2 or 3 times a year. So 2020 was a shock and a shutdown for us.
It was.
Yeah, so
It
we
was.
definitely want to go back to Hawaii. It doesn't matter what island, we're going to go back.
Right. Sean Altendorfer, if you and Bill can eat only one thing and drink only one thing, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, what would it be? Go ahead, baby.
Well, New York pizza for me. I love it. We did a whole pizza tour over there. Can't go wrong with that stuff.
And the drinky?
Well, the purple drink from New Orleans.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Purple drink all day, every day.
Yeah.
And for me, it's fried chicken. Just that Willie Mae's fried chicken. You bite into it.
That's
you
in New
hear that
Orleans.
crunch. Oh, I'm so missing New Orleans right
Yeah,
now.
that's about the best fried chicken we've had.
And right now is king cake season, and I'm missing it. It better be open for crawfish season because I missed that last year. So I just can't wait. Michael O'Neill, what's one favorite restaurant you've never been to but have always wanted to visit?
We've heard so much about the Sterling Brunch at Bally's. Unfortunately, it's not happening right now, but that's one place I really want to try.
Yeah. And we've had so many recommendations and we really want to try it. Is the House of Prime Rib in San Francisco.
Yes. It's always been on our mind for years, but we haven't made it to either one.
Right. Karen Piat?
Yeah.
Okay. When planning a vacation, how do you decide of where to go and what to do?
Everything's last minute for us. Everything is dictated by the number of open seats for us on the planes. So that will determine what destination we're going to go to. So we always have 2 or 3 destinations in mind.
Right.
And whichever one has the most open seats going there and coming back, well, that's our vacation.
Right. And so we maybe look at flights maybe a day or 2 ahead. And so I'll see what has the most open flights, and then I'll look at that city. And in that city, I'll see what to do. What to see, where to go,
What to eat.
You know, the more important things, and then that's how we make our trips.
Yes.
Joey, one of our lovely guys who always contact us, he says his wife is wondering if we're exempt from quarantining when we get back to LA.
Well, as of lately, there is no mandatory quarantine for Los Angeles County.
Right.
But we do get tested every week.
We do. So once we get back, we request a test. It takes about 2 or 3 days for the test to come to us. We do the at-home test, and then we send it back. So it's about every week.
Yep. In fact, I have one over there right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, yep, we get that done. When you coming back to New Orleans? Oh, soon.
Stop asking about New Orleans.
I'm hoping so
You know
soon.
she's ready. You know she's ready.
You guys are going to make me cry because I'm missing it so much. So I'm hoping soon. Futurama.
Foodorama
81 Hoover. Do you guys love living in California? She says she was from here, now living in Missouri.
Yes, we love Southern California. Again, we're born and raised here. This is where we're used to, and our family's here. We love it here.
And she also was a Disney cast member as well. Yeah, we do like it here, especially because it's so easy. It's so convenient for us for traveling and everything like that.
Right.
V. Hinton, have you guys traveled up the West Coast via train from LA to Seattle?
Now, we do have one vlog for the Amtrak. We went from Los Angeles to where?
Oakland.
Yeah, to Oakland, California. And that was about all we could take.
It felt like, I mean, some sites were beautiful, but it felt like the longest train ride forever. And it was only like, 3 hours?
Yeah, I think the bottom line is we're just airplane people, and we like to get to our destination as quickly as possible.
Yeah, if I can fly to work every single day, I would.
But you would.
Yeah, because we're not car people. And that also ties in from a Route 66 question. When are we ever going to do the Route 66?
Probably not.
We're not car. We do drive, yes, but the car really relaxes us, and so we're not really good drivers for long distances.
I know during last summer we drove to Vegas a few times,
and it was
about
fun.
Yeah, that's about our limit. Right there.
Yeah, about 4 hours. Yeah. It's about our limit. Anything longer would be just too much. The K channel. What's the best thing to do in Vegas and where to go for cheap eats? Also, local news. Shelby. We watch the local news.
Yes.
We watch local news for the things to do in Vegas.
Yeah.
They give us the up to date and stuff, and some of the stuff that may think tourists go to, they don't, because they don't watch the news usually.
Yeah.
The Shelby Museum is for free. So
Right,
I
right.
love that, especially if you're just any type of enthusiast, car enthusiast. Shelby Museum is pretty cool.
And we do have a few videos on cheap eats in Vegas. So
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't seen that yet, just check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just check out, just search Bill, Lisa, Vegas cheap eats.
Yep, yep. And those places are what's current now. Some of the other cheap eats we would like to do, sometimes the places are closed or,
Right.
or something like that. So that's what's current now in Vegas. And we love the Mob Museum. That one takes a admission to go in though, but that is
That's one
where
of the
we like to
places
go.
we have to revisit because I know they probably changed some stuff.
And I know they opened their speakeasy, and
Yes.
so I know we want to go there. Vast Flyer 232. Did we have any bad plane experience?
Yeah, well, they asked if as a flight attendant.
Yeah.
I am not a flight attendant, and you're not a flight
I'm
attendant.
not a flight attendant.
Yeah, so, but as far as just bad experience, personally, I was about two years ago. I had a cold in Oahu, in Honolulu, and that flight back to LA was the longest 5 hours ever.
And it was a real bumpy. So I was
Yeah.
knocked out because,
Yeah,
turbulence
so-
knocks me out.
So when
But-
you're a little bit sick, coming back on the flight, it's no fun at all.
Yeah, yeah. And I think he had the flu. I had the flu. How bad?
I had something.
Like some sort of stomach
something.
flu.
Yeah.
Christina Reed. She
Yes.
didn't have a question, but she loves watching us. So thank you for reaching out. The Veet out. The heave
Yes.
out. What do you guys do for a living that gives you such great freedom to explore the great nation? We maximize our weekends.
Yes, and having the same days off helps.
Right. And so we travel on our weekends, basically. And so that's how we do it.
Yeah, and we do have vacation days like everyone else, and those are usually for the longer trips, like Japan and such.
Which we didn't use much
Yeah,
last year,
Amsterdam.
but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what we do, is we just maximize our weekends.
Yes.
Miss Fortune 310, what has been both of the most memorable food trip and why? Oahu. We can eat our way around the island.
Yes.
Just especially the seafood, the poke, the raw fish. It is just so fresh.
Yeah,
over there.
there's just so many eating options on that island that it is a road trip around the island and a big foodie tour at the same time.
Right, and what we do is we share a lot because the portions are big.
Oh, yeah.
And so we share a lot because then we can, instead of having just one lunch, we share a lunch, 2 lunches maybe,
Yeah.
a sandwich and some garlic shrimp,
Sure.
for
And
example.
we have several vlogs on Oahu and Waikiki, so check that out.
And you guys know I love NOLA. So, it's... I
Talking
can't
about
say
Hawaii,
no.
babe.
Oh, but it's it for me too, not just for you.
Oh, okay.
Let's go on. Chuck Kennedy said, or asked, lots of great questions. Love your channel. Seems like work related in Birmingham. What type of work? Okay, there. Explain what type of work do you do? Do we always finishing everything that we order? And are we worried about the health aspects of eating so much unhealthy food? So,
Like our pizza.
like our pizza. We don't eat like this every single day.
No.
And not every single meal, and not every day, all day. So what we film for you guys is usually one meal
Right.
that we eat, that we share. During the day, again, we don't eat like this every day. We usually maybe eat something like that on a weekend.
Yeah,
maybe.
and whatever we don't finish, we
Take it home,
take
share.
it home, especially if we're eating.
That's
around
our
home.
breakfast in the morning or
Exactly.
something, and we usually share it
Right.
as well. Yeah. So we have our balance that we do.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people have asked, how is your cholesterol and everything, all of the food?
I mean, if you're just watching our videos back to back, it looks like we're eating that all the time,
Yeah.
but it's not the case.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
No. I just had a chicken salad yesterday, and I loved it.
You did?
Things like that. And he did too. Okay, so Chip Morgan, I was wondering, what is your favorite restaurant in Birmingham?
Yeah, I like that Saw's Soul Kitchen Seafood.
Yeah.
Soul Kitchen. That's
That
what I
was
like
very
a lot.
good. Mhm.
Great po' boy. That's one of the best I
Yeah,
had.
yeah, and Dreamland Barbecue.
Yes,
It was
that
very
place
good.
too.
There's a lot of places we didn't check out because some of the places were closed.
Right.
And so, but the ones that we did check out, they were very good. So
Yes.
those two, Dreamland and Saw's
Yep.
Soul Food. Favorite, or Megan. Emma Hoff says, "What's your favorite restaurant of all time?"
Of all time.
All time. Willie Mays.
Willie Mays Scotch House in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's fried chicken place. It seems to be a place that always pops up in our mind and always we recommend. So because we're thinking about it so much, I think that qualifies as one of the best restaurants we've been to.
Yeah, and when we go back, that's where we're going to go eat.
And make sure you get the butter beans, right?
Yes, butter beans.
Make
So
sure you
if
get the butter beans.
When we announce we're going back, if you want to meet us, you're going to meet us at Willie Mays most likely. First
Yes.
place we're probably going to eat. Paula Freeman, if it's open. Paula Freeman, when we both retire from our jobs, will we stay in Los Angeles or will there be somewhere else we go?
Only two places that seem to be considered after retirement would be either Las Vegas or somewhere in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or stay in LA. One of the three.
Right. I think we would have to kind of not stop, but we have to slow down in traveling if we wanted to move anywhere else, because especially Hawaii, you would have to come back to LA and then travel, and that's 5-hour flight. But to travel back to LA to travel somewhere else, and so LA is just right now more convenient for traveling right now.
Yeah.
So
Las Vegas is looking good though.
Yeah, it is. It is. Side Street Anthony Comics. If you can recommend only one restaurant that I visited, what would it be?
Well, besides Willie Mays, because we just talked about that, in Vegas we really like Joe's Stone Crab.
We did. Yes. It wasn't a shocker because I know it was going to be good, but I didn't know it was going to be that good that it takes that almost top spot, or actually that top spot there.
Yeah, and if you want to see that video, it's under the Vegas Not So Cheap Eats video. Yes,
and we recommend Oscars. Yeah. Oscars, just the history and the ambiance and your view there. You're going to love it.
That's a steakhouse in downtown Las Vegas. And also
in the
we
plaza.
We have a video from there as well.
Yeah. James and Mark asked, what's the food that Lisa loves and Bill hates?
Well,
and
somebody already answered that for me in the comments, and that's probably the Chinese chicken feet.
He'd try it, but he doesn't care for it. Yeah,
it's not my bag.
I just love that. I love the taste of it. And for me, it's the katsu. Katsu is a pork or chicken cutlet.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Yeah, it's not one of my first choices, but that's the stuff that he can go to every single day.
Yes.
So that was a good question.
Yes.
Eddie Scissorhands, what's the most romantic thing Bill has ever done for you? And then is there any plans on Valentine's Day, which we already answered. He proposed to me at the Eiffel Tower in Vegas.
I did.
That was romantic. He didn't get down on one knee because he has bad knees.
Yeah, my knee hurts.
But it was the most. We just are very lovey-dovey and caring every single day, which is kind of hard to believe.
If you're trying to find that video, it doesn't exist because we did not vlog that dinner that day.
No, we didn't. And it's before our vlogging days.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's before our vlogging days. But yeah, that is probably the most romantic, but we do little things here and there every single day.
Yep.
So that's the one that maybe probably would stick out the most though. Celtic G. If you had one last meal on Earth, what would it be? I think we already answered that one as well. Fit Aussie Angie.
Yes.
I know you guys both travel a lot, but are there any plans to do food reviews and while traveling overseas in the future? Of course, there will be.
Oh yeah, about everywhere we're gonna go, we're gonna have some type of meal we're gonna highlight.
Yes, and of course what's going on there and the food. It's always, and she's from Australia, and we would love to go Australia.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and we're just waiting for everything to open back up. Annette Cervantes, can you name the one place where both of you had bad customer service?
I can't think of any bad customer service. Just like I mentioned before, sometimes we had to wait beyond a reasonable amount of time for things, but I wouldn't consider that a real bad customer service.
Right. And we don't pick and choose the places where we vlog, just the places that we vlogged. Those are not the places that we had to actually wait or anything like that. It was just random places, like if I'm just going to a local eatery or something and they lost your order or something like that, but nothing really sticks out. They help you right away.
Because we realize that sometimes it's beyond the restaurant's control. Right. So we are pretty forgiving. About
we are. Jackie Chan had asked, how do you get great deals on rental cars and which company is the cheapest? I find Dollar to be a cheap rental car company, and I've always gotten good deals on Dollar, but we use Travelocity.
Yeah, you could sort it by price.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
Let's see. Jade Horn, you guys are we're such a cute couple. Just wondering what nationality are we?
I'm Japanese.
I'm Chinese.
Yeah, but we're both born here in
born and raised
Los
here.
Angeles.
Helen Loving Vegas. She is Helen and Paul from Yorkshire, UK. She had asked, do we follow other Vegas vloggers? Who are our favorites? We do follow other Vegas vloggers. Also, how often do you see other vloggers on the street while filming? I think because we go off times, we usually go during the week or not maybe busy vlogger days.
We've seen a couple.
We've seen a few.
Yeah.
We've seen a few. We follow Ninth Island Connection. Very good channel. Not Leaving Las Vegas. All You Can Vegas as well. JK Stay in Vegas. JNR Food and Travel.
Yep.
Tanya and Dave, of course. What's their channel? Something in World.
Tanya and Dave.
Because they're friends, and so we just know them as Tanya and Dave. But we watch them as well.
That was embarrassing.
We love them.
Turn
They
it up
know
world.
us. Turn up world. Thank you. And there's something about a world. We know them as Tanya and Dave.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Barb Snyder. How many children do we have? We have 3 children. One, a son from Bill, and I have 2 babies. I have my Aaron and my Nico.
They're not babies anymore, babe.
But they're still babies. Christopher just turned 26.
Yes.
And Aaron is turning 25 this year, and Nico's turning 22 this year. So they're all older kitties. Yvonne. One of our friends, Yvonne Acosta.
Yes.
What are our plans for our channel? Since from the beginning, I want the channel to be informative of what's going on now and today. When we watch YouTube, I've noticed some channels, it's like they don't explain this and they don't explain that, or they just say, oh yeah, that's good. I want more than that. And so that's what I plan on giving people who watch our channel, is more explaining what we're eating and putting it similarity into maybe what you guys have. If you've never had this burger but it tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger, I'm going to say it's going to be tasting like a McDonald's cheeseburger, so you can kind of get familiar of what we're eating,
right,
or where we're going.
And we're always trying to think of new topics or just different ideas for videos. That's why you always see these shootouts now, and just newly these comparisons, and we just want to keep things fresh and new.
Yeah, we do.
But we kind of stand by the true formulas as well.
We do.
Yeah.
Karen Glacier. Besides Vegas, where do you plan to travel to? I'm also taking my first trip to California, and we suggest going to San Diego or San Fran. I wanted to go to San Diego, do a day trip at TJ. Any suggestions would be great.
Yeah, we love San Diego and we love Tijuana. Great tacos over there in Tijuana, in both places, San Diego too. But be sure to check out any travel advisories to Mexico. That may change your decision one way or another. So just be cautious of that.
And the weather. The San Diego tends to get warm like in the 80s, but San Francisco sometimes doesn't always hit that temperature.
San Francisco is definitely on the cooler side.
Yeah.
And we love San Francisco as well.
Yeah. And that's what makes the charm of San Francisco, is that cooler weather.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so either way, again, check if you're going to go there just because you want to spend a day trip in Tijuana, definitely check the travel advisory for that. And that may decide for you of where you're going to go.
Yeah.
California K, what's your favorite food of 2020? Joe's Stone Crab for me.
In Las Vegas, as you know, we didn't travel too much besides Chicago. We didn't travel too much out of state, but Joe's was a standout.
Yeah, it was. What made you? Oh, Beverly Herbert asked, what made you post your food and travel on YouTube and do all the editing yourself?
Well, yeah, it all started with our cruise video, our Carnival cruise back in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just wanted to kind of share our cruising experience. As far as editing, yes, I do everything on the iPhone. We shoot on the iPhone. I use iMovie, which is a preloaded app on the iPhone, to do all the editing. Nothing fancy.
Easy.
Yeah, the only thing fancy we have is a new intro. And that was artwork provided by Drew. And,
Drew.
And the soundtrack provided by one of my other friends, Scott and Charlene. So, yeah. Besides that, it's really nothing too fancy.
We want to make it as light as possible. We don't want to carry gimbals around or extra mics, which sometimes we may need it.
Right.
But we always work a way around it.
Yeah, I like to just put the camera in my pocket and just go. Yeah.
And we just upgraded. So we just got the 12.
12 Pros.
The 12 Pros. Yeah. So the pictures hopefully are a little bit more sharp. It's easier for him to edit now. And so we just do the iPhone. I mean, it's just more easy. We don't have to carry any extra stuff because we are light travelers. We don't have to carry any extra stuff with us. And so we just like it.
We're shooting on the iPhone 12 Pro right now.
Yeah, we are. JL, what makes you love Vegas so much? I love Vegas so much that I have many answers.
Yeah.
For us, it's local.
Yeah, it's on our backyard.
And we're in any part of our lovely country where you can visit one spot and it seems like you're visiting the world. I mean, you can get authentic pastry from Paris there. You can get
any kind of Asian food.
You get Italian meal.
Italian,
there.
Italian. Yeah.
And so there's only one spot where you can visit a wide array of art of the world, and that would be in Vegas.
Yeah, the world's cuisine.
The world's cuisine in
one
Vegas.
City.
In
That's
one city.
Babe.
Okay. Which one, baby? I did that one. Danny.
Yeah, Danny Dupano. No question. Just wanted to tell you how much my husband and I love your videos.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Kumatown Miyoshi. What are we? Which we already answered. Do our parents live close? His mom lives close to us. My parents had already passed away. Where did we grow up? We grew up here in LA.
Yes.
Brandon Hanaoka. Started watching our videos as of recent. What made us start a food channel? It's a food and travel channel. And it's basically because we, when I was doing research to do our own traveling without thinking of a channel, again, I was waiting for someone to mention that place or how much that was. And so you can, kind of know how much to bring. And because they didn't say it, it's like, we should tell these people how much so you can budget your meals and you can budget your trips and things like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of unanswered questions when we're watching other people's videos, so we decided to fill in the gaps.
Right.
Se.
Other than air flights, which since we don't usually pay for, since he works for Delta, we try to put everything out, whether a hotel stay or anything like that, so you guys can know how much it would be around.
Yeah, and really, as far as the question's concerned, it did start out as a hobby, just to share our travel experiences.
It is, and it's one of our passions, and so that's why it's so easy.
It's fun.
Yeah. Fantasy 23 Legend. What states do we are high on our list that we haven't been to yet? I want to go to Cleveland.
The state city. I see Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm
Cincinnati.
trying that chili on spaghetti.
And isn't that the Rock of Fame? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is over there somewhere.
I believe so, yeah.
Where else do we want to go?
Key West and some parts of Florida. I mean, the only place we've been to is Orlando. That's
but
else.
we want to go kind of like down. I mean, I want that key lime pie.
Exactly.
I want some really good. I know in Miami have really good Cuban food.
That's right.
As well. I want to try really good mofongo. Things like that. We want to go back to Texas, huh, baby?
Yeah, but we've been there though.
Yeah. Only to Austin though. Austin and El Paso?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've been there, but we want to go back there. I mean, there are a lot of places that we haven't visited yet.
Right.
So we want to do that as well. Monique, do you guys plan on getting the vaccine for COVID-19?
When available, yes.
When our turn is, yes.
Yeah.
What's our favorite comfort food? From Los Flying Turntables, what's our favorite comfort food?
I'm a fan of meatloaf. I know that kind of sounds boring, but I like meatloaf.
I'm a soup person. Any type of soup. So when they were saying Soup Plantation or in some places Sweet Tomatoes was closing down, I love their chicken noodle soup. I was gonna miss that. I'm such a soup person. It's unbelievable. So I'm any type of soup, from menudo to pozole to chicken noodle to clam chowder, any soup.
Miso soup.
Wow. All of that stuff. How are you able to afford the food and travel on your blogs?
We do some good budgeting.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
may do a not so cheap eats like in Vegas, but we budget for that. So again, that not so cheap eats, it wasn't all done in one day, and we budget. So for the amount that we're saving money somewhere else, that's what we budget for our meal.
We really don't buy too much stuff outside of food and travel anyways.
No, we're not souvenir people. We may buy some depending upon where we go with our kids, but otherwise we will do a magnet or something. We're not big sweatshirt or anything like that. Things when we go travel at all.
Dodger jerseys, but
but we have to represent. But Pee-wee 0707, do you either cook at home? If so, what meals do we make?
Nothing exciting, nothing worth vlogging, that's for sure. During this stay-at-home order last year, we do have some drink recipes. If you haven't seen those,
I think apple pie shooters.
Made those, and
we're the best.
Yeah, and also those the Dole Whip stuff, and
that was just okay. Yeah, those are just okay. I like the apple pie shooters, and even
the Russian shot. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun, huh? Yeah. The Strovia, that was fun. Are you? Oh, it's from Linda Morita. Are you planning to go back and do some vlogs in Japan? And what part of our family is from? Well, I'm Chinese, so I don't have any family in Japan.
Yeah, I do have some distant relatives in Tokyo, but really don't keep in touch with them. Yeah.
And yes, we do plan on going back to Japan when everything opens back up.
Right.
David Camargo, any Costco pizza or hot dog reviews coming soon?
Stay tuned. That's all we gotta say about that.
Yep. Philip Grabber, do you consider Route 66 a road trip? I think we answered that, right?
Yeah, we're not too much of big drivers, so probably not.
Alex Shane, favorite place you've been? Favorites you've eaten and why? Favorite place we've eaten? Mine is New Orleans.
Yeah, so many places in Vegas. We don't have a specific, I guess, a favorite place to eat. There's a lot of it. It all depends what category food you're talking about.
And depends what mood you're in as well. Michelle Allen, 24 hours in Vegas. Where do you stay? Cosmo.
Yeah, if you're talking about a dream 24 hours, it'd be the same type of balcony room we have at the Cosmopolitan. You eat at Joe's.
Yeah, eat at Joe's.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
As little as possible.
Yes, that is a dream.
We're on vacation.
Right there. Let's see. Alice Wong. Notice that you both do not review raw dishes, oysters, sushis.
Yeah, well, as far as raw oysters, there's only one place you'll get it from.
Yeah, I've tried oysters all over the world, and I've even told these people, not these people, but people we meet who ask about it. And Nola has the best oysters. I've tried them. Again, I've tried them in Japan, and I've tried them in...
It's the Gulf oysters with the brackish water. Yeah. That's what makes it different than every other oyster.
They're sweet, and they're just beautiful. So
as
those
far
are the
as
only places.
Sushi, we are planning on doing a sushi video soon.
Bruce Johnson, I'm not sure if you've done the chicken wings. But it seems so timely because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I like chicken wings, but I just don't care for the buffalo sauce. So, but we have yet to do a chicken wing shootout or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good idea, though.
We do like chicken wings.
Yeah.
But shootout maybe coming soon. You never know.
Yep.
Oh
my gosh, the last one.
The last one, baby.
From JD.
Yeah, our number one fan, Big Bill.
Number one fan, yeah. What's he asked, babe? Verbatim, please.
Look at this, verbatim. I got a question from the number one fan. Can we get info on Big Bill ever hits the toilet seat when he takes a piss? And do I get mad?
Well, one thing I know better. So every time I'm done with my business, I always put the toilet seat down so she doesn't get mad. Yeah,
and I don't get mad very often. I don't get mad at all.
Yeah.
I think the last time I got mad was probably with my kids and when they were in high school. Yeah, that's probably it. Otherwise, I'm pretty chill.
Yeah.
I'm more patient than he is.
That's right.
Right?
You are.
I am more patient.
Yeah.
And that's one thing at Costco.
And I think I have the average patience.
Yeah. So. And that's one thing at Costco. They're saying, you're so nice. You're so patient. And that's just the way I roll. Nothing really bugs me. I don't stress very easy at all.
Yeah.
What else, babe? That's it, huh?
Yeah, she's really Mrs. Disney 24 hours a day.
Without even knowing, so it's already in my blood. So without even knowing, I'm pretty much it, huh, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Okay, well, that's going to wrap up our 2021 Q&A session. I know it's kind of running long, so if you
Yeah.
made it this far, thanks for watching.
Yep, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't know where we're going to go, but we will.
Bye.